Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier.
There is Lee Oswald. He's been shot. He's been shot. Lee Oswald has been shot.
It's one small step for man.
Good morning, Vietnam!
Ladies and gentlemen, the Beatles.
Welcome to the Howdy Boomer Show on the YouTube channel. This is a daily broadcast by baby boomers for baby boomers. Join the Peanut Gallery, become an official member of HowdyBoomy.com, where there's great gifts and ideas for the baby boomer generation. And we're going to be talking daily about things that affect everyday life. Like, we're going to be driving gas cars rather than worried about charging someplace to take half of our life getting there. We're going to be cooking with gas rather than whatever the woke generation wants us to cook with. We're going to be worried about climate change, but unlike John Kerry, who looks like the love child between Secretariat and Jerry Seinfeld, we're going to be letting Mother Nature take care of that. We're going to go back to the days when the good guys were the cops, the bad guys were the criminals. We're going back to the days when if you were born with a penis, you were a male. If you were born with a vagina, you were a female. Every day we're going to be broadcasting ideas that's going to help make America great again. And we're going to be bringing everybody to the forefront to remember what made this country great. In the days of the old laughing, every day we're going to sock it to them.
Sock it to me?
Welcome to the Howdy Boomy Show today. End of the week. Quite a week in the news. Quite a week, hopefully, personally for you, that everything went well. Weekend coming up. I hope you spend some nice time with your family. It's summertime. I know I have grandchildren, females mostly. Softball season is here, and you go out and watch a girls' softball team, and you thank God that there is a separation of genders because they seem to have more fun by themselves rather than mixed. And they realize that there are differences in anatomies as opposed to some people's in Congress. But it's good to see girls softball on a weekend, hear them yelling, screaming, having fun, and I look forward to it. What a week. The news has been basically concentrating on the submarine, on the submersible vehicle that went down to see the remains of the Titanic. And as we all know, it imploded, and the Navy has now released a report that says with their super sonar, super secret spying systems that they have, Navy basically heard an explosion at the same time that the communication from that submersible went kaput, and they probably knew at that point in time that it imploded. They related that information to the rescue crews who were beginning to send out vehicles and aircraft and everything else to try to locate it. And so I think they knew deep in their hearts before this earnest effort to find it began that they knew that it imploded and there wasn't much going to hope. And I feel bad for those people on board. The only redeeming factor was the death was instantaneous. Reading articles about what happens, let's assume that this thing was halfway there. So is it 5,000 or 6,000 feet? It implodes. The compacting of the submersible causes the air in the submersible to heat to the temperature of the sun, which then makes it explode, and all that takes a time period of 33 milliseconds, which means it's instantaneous. These guys never knew it hit them. Thank God for that. I guess to be a venture capitalist, you have to be a daredevil. You have to take risks. All the people that went down there were taking risks. They were risk takers in life. The gentleman from, I believe, Pakistan with his son, he was a billionaire, and you don't become a billionaire by not taking risks. And the sad part is his son was petrified to go down with him. But as his sister said, he did not want to disappoint his father, especially on Father's Day. So they died together. It was instantaneous. I hope they remain together in heaven. I hope everything goes well for the people mourning these poor souls. And like I said, there's ways to get thrills in life. You know, Fats Domino said, I found my thrill on Blueberry Hill. Well, I'd rather find it on Blueberry Hill than in a spacecraft, or especially under the ocean surfaces down deep where we know very, very little about. So that dominated the news of the week. And then all of a sudden, we hear the Durham Committee reveal that this whole Trump Russiagate was a hoax. And I give a couple of people in the FBI credit because they were directed by Comey, Brennan, all the uppers, to avoid certain things. And the gentleman who was running the probe, when he found out that the dossier that was the basis for all this shenanigans, was the basis for the going after Trump, was supplied by the Clinton campaign, he was furious. He did not want to do it, but he was overridden. This guy Strzok, who was an FBI agent, who had another female agent, who were texting each other lovingly and vowing each other they would never allow Trump to be president of the United States. They were behind it. Comey was behind it. All these people were behind it. They wanted Trump out. So now it's proven that it's a hoax. Now it's proven that there is corruption at the highest level of the FBI, corruption at the highest level of the Department of Justice, and something has to be done about it. But our friend, the Democrats' designated liar, Adam Schiff, continued to lie about it, and thank God that he was censured by the Congress in the United States, along party votes. All the Republicans voted to censure him. All the Democrats voted not to censure him. Now figure this out. They say it cost roughly about $18 million to do the investigation, a false investigation, a sham investigation, to try to get at Donald Trump. And Schiff was found in contempt of Congress, whatever. He was censured by Congress, and he is liable for that cost. And he's laughing at it. He said he is going to take this censure as a badge of courage. Imagine if someone came up to you and, say, took a quarter out of your pocket, and then a few days later you saw him on the front page of your local newspaper and he was running for office. Would you vote for him? And Adam Schiff basically took money out of everybody's pocket in the United States that's a taxpayer. Took it out of your pocket. He stole from you. He's laughing at you. And he is running for Senate in the state of California. Figure that out. Would you vote for a person that did that? That took money out of your pocket knowingly? Would you vote for him? What kind of moral character do you think that person has? That's what Adam Schiff has. And if he is elected in the state of California, that shows you what kind of morals the people in the state of California have. If I was the opponent of Adam Schiff in his election bid to unseat or to take over the seat of Dianne Feinstein as senator from the state of California, I would bring that up, that this man's a liar, that he took money out of your pocket, and he thinks it's honorable. If he does that as a congressman, what do you think he would try to do as a senator? We have the award, Schiff Head of the Week. Every week he could probably win it hands down. He's going to be partial winner. MSNBC is going to be a partial winner because they keep on backing him. The New York Times is going to be a partial winner because they keep on backing him. It's amazing how corrupt and how anti-American, how anti-basic human values the media has become. It's amazing what happens, but we have one way to turn around, and that is to vote. We have to go out and vote. I know it's a very bleak situation, but we're going to turn it around. People are waking up to seeing what's going on. And sooner or later, Joe Biden's son is going to face justice also. And they laugh at you. That's the bad part, that they laugh at you. Joe Biden laughs at you. It's one thing, President of the United States, I remember Ronald Reagan. You laughed with him. He was funny. Joe Biden laughs at you, and you laugh at him for what he's doing, for what he says. I don't think he can have a 20-minute conversation in earnest. And The sad part is the only person on the face of the planet that's in the political spectrum of power that makes him look intelligent, makes him look competent, makes him look able is the Vice President of the United States, Kamala Harris. Oh my God. Can you imagine if she became President of the United States? We'd have a nationwide giggle fest for her entire term. Nothing would have happened. Our opponents would laugh at us. China's laughing at us now. They're forming coalitions with Russia. They're forming coalitions that are going to help them take over the world in their eyes unless we wake up and smell the coffee. All of our corporations are making a fortune in China. Pull them out. We are funding their operations, which are meant to destroy us. Pull them out. Pull the corporations into the Washington, D.C. Read them the riot act. Say, this is what's happening. These people are out to destroy us. I don't care how much money you're making. It's going to stop right now. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope the weather treats you well. I hope you spend time with family. Go to Howdy Boomy on the Howdy Boomy channel on YouTube to watch our daily podcast. It's short, it's brief, it's topical. You may get a couple laughs out of it. Hopefully it makes you think. Have a great weekend. God bless you. God bless America.